that's kind of wonky. Like Mitchell comes in and he just goes straight into Damian Lillard's chest. It's not like he gave up a drive or anything, but they called a foul. We'd have to like slow it down. I don't have that capability, so I mean, even like assuming that they don't call a foul on this, right? He sticks with him. That shot's probably not going up. So maybe Dame reached, and then Mitchell, saw the contact, felt the contact, and just rose up for a shot, and then the ref, made the call. This is kind of like neither good nor bad defense. Yeah, that's good stuff by Brook. Boom. Brook, I don't I don't know which player this is. I'm assuming they're a non 3 point threat. I'd have to look it up. But Brook should probably be the moment Jalen Williams makes his move. Brook should probably be right down here, right? Just already starting to help side. Or Bobby Portis should also be like digging a little bit deeper here. This is Cason Wallace, so he is a average 3 point shooter. You are probably gonna be okay with him shooting that shot versus All Star Jalen Williams, who already beat AJ Green, was a little bit taller, stronger, and then has a good look at the rim, right? So, like, would you rather have a open, good look rim shot for your All Star, or would you rather have the role player who's an average 3 point shooter take a corner shot? I mean, principles say something along the lines of never help one pass away, which is true, but you also have to keep in mind that every situation is a little bit different, right? So, yes, don't help one pass away, but also see your teammate's stance, like how bad did they get beat, how much of a step that this offensive player has, and then make the decision from there. And sometimes you might just live. Is it gonna be like a contested 2 point shot? Is it gonna be an open shot? A lot of decisions have to be made. Personally, I'd probably be okay with maybe Bobby Portis one more step to the side, and then and or Brook Lopez a little bit down more, just to help out because this is their main star. Like if I was a coach, I'm okay with the role players, quote unquote, scoring 3 point shot, low percentage shots, versus their all star getting like hot. Yeah, like he got the bump already, so this is Bobby Portis is out of the picture. Perhaps maybe you collapse more. Brook, if he was here earlier, he probably could have prevented this. But I mean, he has to come down and help, which is good because this is a hard pass to go from here. Dame's probably not leaving Lou Dortz from the corner. This is also like a good 3 point shooter. And then Gary Trent, he's got to stick this. Otherwise, if he helps, it's going to also be an open mid range shot. And like honestly, this, although it's contested, it's probably like a shot that Jalen Williams will make like 6, 7, 8 times out of 10. Like this is like a decent look for him. He gets a screen, goes under it, boop. So here he rejects the screen, hands up because he doesn't want to get called for a foul. Dame really probably should have just. Let me see who is it. Is this Wallace again? If this is Wallace, yeah, if this is Wallace. Like once they hit the screen, Dame should be over more, right? This is Casey Wallace. He's not the star player, and on top of that, he's a role player that shoots like 35% from three. So you'd be okay with stunting just a little bit, just to show help out on Gary Trent, right? So he kind of jumps over this way for whatever reason. He probably should be over here to help on this drive. And then you have, I think this is Ajay Mitchell, guarded by Portis. So Portis kind of does the right thing here. He is going to stop the drive because he sees that this is kind of blown coverage, and he's going to let Mitchell go to the 3 point line. Like Either that or you're going to give a direct line to the basket. Either if Portis doesn't do this, this is a Jalen layup or a Jalen pass to Dort in the corner for a three. Because then AJ Green would have to be helping if Bobby Portis doesn't help. Brook, he is unable to help because he's one pass away. Even if this player is a poor shooter, that's just too much space, and then you're giving up a corner shot, like an easy pass corner shot. So Portis helps. And then here you can see that Jalen Williams probably sees this is not available, this is not available. But if Portis is here, if I got three guys around me and there's only two or you only see three, that means somebody is open. So AJ Green, the only way he could probably help in this situation is if he recognizes that he has to guard two guys at the same time. So the only way to kind of help the team is if AJ Green stands pretty much like somewhere in between, right? If he stands somewhere in between, then he can help on a pass to either Mitchell or Lu Dort. Right? So he doesn't do that. He decides to stick with Lu Dort. And maybe the team concept is like, all right, cool. Let Ajay Mitchell shoot. Right? Maybe he's not that great of a three-point shooter, or maybe he hasn't taken that many shots in this game. I think he averages 1.5. So if he hits it, he hits it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. It could be that kind of thing. So this is neither, good shot, bad shot per se. It's just maybe this is team principle. But if, let's assume this was Steph Curry, right? Green would probably have to be here and then play the pass, right? If it passes here, Green would run to Mitchell, and then Trent or Dame or whoever of these three are going to run to the corner in rotation. That's kind of the only way to kind of counter this broken coverage. So yeah, Green would have been here, and then this would have been a swing to Dort. Now the problem with that is, most likely given how the setup of this is, if Green was here and he ran to Mitchell, Mitchell would probably pass to Dort, or if Green went this way, Dort could cut, right? If Dort cuts, then it's pretty much the defense is screwed, right? So here, if Green is here, and then Jalen Williams sees that Dort cuts baseline, now Green is going to be like, well, I have to stick with Dort. Like, otherwise, he's going to be able to play two guys. It's kind of like the next level for the Thunder offense. Is you do small things like that, you can make this shot even more open, right? So this is kind of broken down coverage. There's nothing you can do. Luckily, the Thunder just missed a shot. I mean, in theory, if Dort cuts in, he'd probably meet Bobby Portis for the layup, and maybe that's kind of a better look, a contested layup versus an open three. What does the team want to give up, on principle? Also, if you go back, look how like strong Lu Dort is on this rebound. He just comes in and just bops AJ Green out. Like, this is... Sometimes when people talk about rebounding, like how is AJ Green going to box out Lu Dort? Like, this is why he has to shoot this, right? Even if he misses, Lu Dort just bodied AJ Green out of the way for positioning. Like, this is like grown man strength. That's a good floater by Wallace. So let's see, how did this possession start? So here we got Mitchell down here, gets a screen. Is that Kenrich Williams? So Gager Green does good defense, kind of like stops the drive. Brooks there to kind of help if he gets beaten off the dribble. This guy gets the ball, 34. Who is number 34? I'm kind of curious. Like, if they're number 34 and they're guarding Brook, he must be like a center or something. Who is this? maybe it is Kenrich. What's his jersey number 34? Oh yeah, so Kenrich Williams. So Kenrich Williams is a decent 3-point shooter, just not on like high volume, 38% on like 2.5 shots. So kind of lucky that Kenrich doesn't even shoot this shot. So that's Kenrich. This is Mitchell. Boom, come back, close out. So you get a handoff to Williams. Right, this is good. Take away the roll, and then AJ Green has to show, all right, because it looks like Gary Trent is behind on the screen action. And then this is good motion. Go back to Mitchell. This is Wallace. Dame is probably telling him right now, because for the most part, both of these guys are relatively equal. Like, you don't need to have, let's say, AJ Green on Mitchell. You could also have AJ Green on Wallace and then have Dame on this. So it's kind of easier for him to say we swap out, rotate, right? Which is probably what he's telling him. Like, go out there to Wallace, right? So keep the kind of the shell of your defense intact. Because, for example, let's look at this again. Yeah, look at it right here. So if, for example, Dame decides to run to Wallace, that's who is his man, that means that you're gonna give up Mitchell an open drive, like right hand strong side to the basket, right? By staying here like this, right, stunting on this, because it looks like AJ Green kind of opened his hips a little bit, this stops this drive, right? And so this means that the only way he can go is left or pass left. So it's kind of a good idea by Dame not to trail Cason Wallace. This is also a non-3-point shooter, so you don't need to kind of run out to someone like that, because they're probably not going to shoot it even if they did get the ball. So it's better to stop a easy drive by plugging this gap. And so once we plug this gap, you have a decision between these two players. Either Dame now recovers back to Wallace, or you have AJ Green recover back to Wallace. And in this situation, either or is fine. It's probably easier for AJ Green to go this way just because he's already the closest person, which is why you can see here Dame puts his hand on Green to close out and recover. I mean, that's just a good floater by Wallace. I thought that was okay, like okay defense. Like AJ Green made it tough and everything. I mean, it's solid defense. It's okay. They just bailed him out. All right, so let's look at this one again. So Mitchell getting a screen by Kenrich. AJ Green goes under. You see over here, it looks like, who is this? Wallace gets a screen by Dort. Giannis is going to drop down. So Dame's going to try and go over. You can a little bit of moving screen. Tries to recover over this. Giannis is going to stunt a little bit, and so will AJ Green to help. And you can see here, Brook Lopez getting ready to hop over the moment any type of coverage gets blown up, right? Trent Jr. is probably not going to help off of Jalen Williams, so he's going to be a non-factor. So Giannis stunts a little bit. Dame sees this, and then Dame should also run out to Lu Dort.